guys, Gabby Gallaga here. Welcome back to part 2 of my video where we talk about how to save money with kids. Now today I'm going to talk a little more in depth as to different areas where we can save money with clothing, entertainment, etc. In my last video I talked about 15 restaurants, 15 locations where children can eat for free if not under $2. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like there's anyone out there that can benefit from this content, feel free to share this information with them. Also, don't forget to click the notification button and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about are birthdays. So I know as a parent, it is very difficult trying to make a birthday memorable and at the same time trying to maintain a budget. So one of the few things that I found helpful is when you are creating invitations, try to go paperless. For one, you will be saving money on having to purchase a physical card. Two, everyone's electronic nowadays. So it's going to be easier for someone to receive an invitation via text or via email versus having to get something in the mail. So there are many different websites, different apps that you can use. I know that Canva is one app that you can use to create an electronic invitation. Or if you want to use your phone, you can either use a picture of one of your child. You can use a filter to change the color. You can even edit, add some text in there, so that way you have the details as to when the birthday details like date, time, etc. You can even use Snapchat. Snapchat has all these cool stickers and filters that you can use, so you can personalize your invitation. Any way you want to get creative with this, feel free to experiment until you find the right one. So once you have your electronic invitation, all you have to do is just send it out. You can send it via text, you can send it through email. And the really cool thing about electronic invitations is that people don't lose the invitations because it's on their phone. So they won't be leaving the house, heading out to your party and say, where's the invitation? I can't find the invitation. Well, the invitation is now in their phone, so they can find the address or any information that they need. Another thing that can also become helpful for parents when it comes to birthday parties and invitations is instead of asking, most people think kids, toys. Oh, I have to buy toys. Age groups, how old is this kid? What can I buy for this child? So you can specify on the invitation that you would prefer that they gift clothing and shoes. So this can help you in many ways. So it's going to help you, especially if you're on a budget or there's times when you don't have money to purchase clothing or shoes. You now have extra clothing and shoes that were gifted for your child. Now, they do have a birthday once a year, so if this is something you want to do for every birthday, that can save you money on having to purchase them clothing, because that clothing and shoe size that they'll have will be good for a whole year. You can also specify the sizes. So if you feel like maybe half an inch bigger in shoe size, or maybe one size larger, that way they can grow into it. So right now, we're still in the COVID situation. A lot of people are doing birthday drive-bys, so that can definitely save you tons of money, because now you don't have to worry about renting chairs and tables and party decorations, etc. If you want to have people drive by and drop off gifts, you can even create little goodie bags. So you can bake cupcakes at home or bake some cookies and bag them. You can buy like boxes of pizza and have a slice of pizza per person that drives by with their drink. Have little, small candy goodie bags. Whatever you want to do that works with your budget that will also help you save, that is definitely something you can totally take advantage of. So you don't have to worry about the big party decorating part, but instead just the smaller little thank you token for driving by and dropping off a gift and wishing my child a happy birthday. Tip number 2, more clothing tips. Now, for some people, we like to shop at certain places. Note that no matter where you shop, everyone has a seasonal section. So once the seasons are over, like once Valentine's Day is over, once St. Patrick's Day is over, Thanksgiving, etc., these places will have those seasonal items that did not sell on the clearance section. That is definitely something you want to take advantage of. Now, obviously you want to shop for a size or 2 larger than your child is, because you want that clothing item to fit them the following year. So that way you don't have to worry about purchasing jackets, sweaters during the cold season, or even summer clothing, stuff like that. So it helps to purchase after the seasons are over. I will also add a list of the Target clearance schedule on the description box, so that way you guys can know what days Target marks down certain items. So I know that on Mondays, Target marks down the children's clothing section. So if you are definitely looking for good deals on children's clothing, check out Target on Mondays. My suggestion, go early if you can, because sometimes these deals are too good to last, so you want to make sure you're one of the first ones there. And now Target also has clearance sections throughout the week, so you definitely want to check some out. I know sometimes I've seen some strollers that have been marked down 70%, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. So make sure you keep that in mind. Every Monday, go to Target on the children's section and children's department, so that way you can check what has been marked down. But specifically, they focus on children's clothing. Tip number 3, avoid shopping with kids. So every parent out there knows what it's like to shop with kids. If you're at the grocery store, they're gonna ask for candy, they're gonna ask for gum, they're gonna ask for toys. So no matter where you're at, kids are always going to ask for something. So the benefit of not taking your kids shopping with you is not just helpful on your budget, but it's also a way to de-stress yourself. It's your me time. So you're able to shop comfortably without telling your kids, put this back, don't touch this, sit down, do this, do that. So it can be a little overwhelming for a parent to shop with children. Go shopping comfortably, and you don't have to worry about purchasing a little more over your budget because your child is asking for it. And in the event that you absolutely must take your child shopping with you, there are places that you can kind of lean towards to kind of like compromise with your child. So if your child is asking for a toy or for a reward, if you're, let's say you're at Target, go to the dollar section. There are tons of cool things at the dollar section that you can get for $3 or less. It's helpful to you, and it makes your child happy. You can also say, hey, once we're done grocery shopping, we can go to the Dollar Tree and you can choose anything you want from there. Anything at the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store will be $1, so it's definitely budget friendly. Tip number 4, school supplies. So I know that school supplies can get pretty pricey, especially when the teacher sends you home a lengthy list of items that they are asking for. So one tip I can give you here is shop after the back to school sales. So every store starting around late July, early August will start selling school supplies. So once school has started, everyone's already established in school, so they don't need to purchase more supplies. So all the extras that they have on the shelves, they will put it on the clearance section. So make sure that you stock up. So kids are always gonna need school supplies throughout the year. So if they do run out, you don't have to go back mid-year and purchase it for the full price, because you have already purchased some that have been discounted. So you can get notebooks as low as 25 cents, crayons, markers, pens, pencils, etc., whatever it is that you need. So you can save a ton of money by shopping the clearance section. Now, you can also go to the 99-cent store and Dollar Tree. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. They always have these supplies available all year long. So that is definitely another option that can help you budget-wise. Tip number 6, avoid purchasing fast food. So I know that sometimes it's really hard when you're on the go and kids are saying in the backseat, I'm hungry, or I'm craving this and that. And it makes it really difficult to stay on a budget when you are out and about. So one thing that can help is pack snacks from home. So this is definitely good for those parents who are trying to push the veggies onto their kids, because you can pack like baby carrots, broccoli, fruits, things like that. Just pack them in a little lunch bag, add a little ice pack to keep them fresh, and take it with you throughout the day. Now, if your kid's hungry, kid is gonna eat whatever you give them. So it's even better if you give them something healthy and fresh, and that will encourage them to eat more fruits and veggies throughout the day. But let's say you're going to be out of your home for a long period of time, let's say hours, and you do need to make sure you cover breakfast, lunch, or even dinner, I have made a separate video where I have listed 15 locations where kids can eat for free, if not under $2. So feel free to check that out. I will definitely add the link under this video, and hopefully you will find that helpful. Tip number 7, entertainment. So entertainment can go many different ways. If kids love watching TV, the really cool thing about it is that now everything is digital. So we have Disneyplus, we have Netflix, we have all kinds of different forms of entertainment that are budget friendly. The good thing about that is that it saves you money, so you don't have to keep purchasing videos. You just purchase a membership and you have unlimited access to all these movies. But the bad part about it is that you do need to have a smart TV and internet access in order to access them. Depending on your child's age, the younger, the easier it is to find something fun for them to do. So there's a lot of things that you can do from home. Kids love to get dirty. Kids love to play with dirt. Kids love to play with sand. So why not start teaching them gardening tips? Give them a little pot, add some dirt in it, let them play with it. If you run into some like roly-polies or some cool insects, start educating them. So kids love that stuff. So instead of thinking you have to take them to the zoo, if that's something you can't afford at the moment, that's okay. Take them to the backyard and start teaching them about how plants grow, how to plant a seed, how to water plants, little things like that that can be budget friendly for you as well. And it's bonding time for you and your child, so you guys bond together, spend more time, and have fun playing with dirt. There are also a lot of cool things, a lot of cool games that you can make from home. So I can make a separate video on this if you guys are interested. So you can play bowling, for example. You can play bowling at home. You can save all your 2-liter soda bottles or even milk gallons, save them up, and then you can purchase a ball from the Dollar Tree, 99-cent store, or Target, anywhere you wish to purchase this ball from, and you can play bowling outdoors. So this is fun because you can even do a nighttime bowling where you can purchase glow sticks, pop them in each bottle, in each container, and roll the ball until you knock them over. So there's many ways you can have fun with this. Now that's one of the many ideas that you can use. There's a lot of things that you can do from home. You can do a lot of arts and crafts. You can, if you have little girls, you can build castles out of paper mache. Kids love playing with glue and glitter. So that's definitely something you can do from home, and it's budget friendly. Last and not least, making things at home. So I know that sometimes you are tempted in purchasing things and they can be way out of your budget. Try to eliminate unnecessary expenses. So one example is for my daughter, I wanted this clothing rack, this really cute wooden clothing rack that I saw on Etsy, but the seller was selling it for $74. It's definitely out of my budget. So what I did was I looked at the measurements that they had listed, and I went to Home Depot and I purchased the wooden parts myself. My husband and I assembled them, and within $30 or less, we were able to build this really cute clothing rack where we can hang all her little princess dresses on. So the benefit about making things at home is if you're crafty and you're really good at it, that's something you can even do on the side and make extra money out of it. So that's definitely something you might want to consider. And the really cool thing about this quality is that you can do this all year long. So you can have fun at home. You can do little things that are definitely safe for the family, and you can save money along the way. During the holidays, during Halloween, for example, you can make your child's Halloween costume. And the younger they are, the less they care what kind of costume they have, as long as they're able to dress up, either wear makeup, put something scary on, and go get candy. So get creative with that. There's things that you can use around the home. So if your child has some cowboy boots lying around and a pair of jeans, all you have to do is just worry about the hat and get a rope and dress them up as a cowboy or cowgirl. Little things like that that you can definitely work with, have fun, and that gives you some time before they're older and start asking for specific or more expensive costumes. Again, I definitely love the Dollar Tree because everything is so affordable there. You go to the Dollar Tree and they have all kinds of really cool costumes during Halloween that you can dress up your child for $5 or less instead of having to purchase really expensive costumes. And if you have multiple kids, you can alternate every year. So one year, one child is a fairy, and the next year, the other child is, you know, whatever it is that you want them to be, a ninja, etc. So definitely check it out, make some ideas, start early in the year. So if it's something that you want to make, I know that Michael's, Joann's, they also have, if you sign up for the perks, you can be notified of when they have sales, when they have coupons. Michael's definitely has 50% off coupons here and there. So that helps purchase certain items when you need them. Joann's as well. So Joann's has a lot of fabrics. So you can definitely check that out. I know Walmart has a fabric department. So you can also check out Walmart whenever you're trying to sew something together. And you don't have to get a sewing machine. You can just hand sew. If you know how to hand sew yourself, or maybe a friend or someone, you can even YouTube how to hand sew something. And if there's nothing out there in YouTube that teaches you how to sew, let me know, leave a comment, and I will gladly make a hand sewing video. I will teach you guys how to sew step by step by hand. So that can save you hundreds of dollars on a sewing machine. You do not need to purchase a sewing machine to make a costume for your child. I made my daughter a Little Mermaid costume by hand. I purchased the fabric on Amazon and I hand sewed the fin, everything. I purchased the wig. I got it for $5 and it was the cheapest costume I've ever made, and she looked more like the Little Mermaid than the actual costume I would have purchased off the Disney store or some other online store. So that wraps things up for this video. Hopefully these tips were helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you guys find this information useful, feel free to click the like button, share it with friends and family that you think will find this information beneficial. Also, don't forget to click the notification button so you can be notified of when my next video comes out. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye.